Oh my God, esto es lo que vamos a montar para pasear por todo Miami Beach. Oh, come on, get in the line.
So, everyone understands what I'm saying? Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go over the rules and regulations on the boat. They're very simple but yet important. The first rule, from the time we just left the docks for 45 minutes until we come back, these are your permanent seats. You have to remain seated, please. Very important. We take short trips at fast speeds. We come to sudden stops, so it's important that you remain seated. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
Thank you very much, you guys. Also, no smoking, no eating, and please do not throw it. The boat's going to be bouncing around a little bit, but please don't worry. Again, it's a very safe boat. Leave the life jackets in their place. We do get a little wet, so be careful.
Miami, I got my birthday.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard the sleek and fast offshore powerboat, Thriller. For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to listen to the following information and safety. Yanmar Turbo Diesel with harness and surface drive, developing nearly 1,000 horsepower. Originally, Thriller powerboats were designed with 4,000 horsepower.
Wow, qué rápido.
Hold on, you guys. right, are you guys having a good time so far?
Yeah.
Whoa, look at these new hairdos. A guy yesterday said Shakira, what's her name? Shakira, right? Oh, today, Shakira. Can you believe that? It's a guy that sings a song, Ricky Martin. Yeah, he has huge parties at the mansion all the time, and they're usually fundraisers for special needs children, which is pretty cool. They're doing some renovations to the mansion. And the dome that you see on top is actually a jacuzzi that's designed to hold up to 20 men. Which, I mean, not people, sorry, people. Nope. It's a mic. And right next door, she was on Baywatch for a short time, maybe just a little over 2 years. She stands at 5'2", absolutely gorgeous, and it's not David Hasselhoff. Can anybody guess who it might be? Never fails. You're the 3 billionth person that has said that. It never fails because she's so popular. She was on the show for 8 years, and she stands at 5'9". But this one is Carmen Electra. Usually people guess because they look at her boats and they see the name on the back, Electra, or they've done the tour before. That's the only time people know that it's Carmen Electra. But it's pretty cool though. She captains her own boat. She's been helping with the hurricane relief for the Bahamas. She's been helping out, taking people and supplies there for quite a few trips, which is pretty cool. Next island over, Palm Island. In the early 1900s, Al Capone lived on the island. He felt very safe back in those days because it was completely flat, just sand and rock, and there was no bridge access. And since the islands were man-made, it took quite a while for all these trees and palms to grow. So that's why he felt very safe, no bridge access. And directly in front of us, we have Star Island. But before we reach the island, I'm going to tell you how they created these islands. They're pretty simple. In the late 1800s, early 1900s, big ships could not get into Miami, so they actually had to excavate the ship channels. They gathered all that sand and rock, and they made the islands. So we got this corner property here on Star Island. It covers almost a quarter of the island. It's the largest property with the largest mansion. This guy's very wealthy, obviously. His name is Philip Frost. He's the creator of that little blue pill that sends smiles to couples around the world. Does anyone know what it is? She said it with a big smile. She's not shy. Viagra. Not shy at all. Now you might be able to see it from here. I don't know why it's so little. Coming from the Viagra house, it should be bigger. There's a waterfall coming off of the pool right there in the middle. We call it Viagra Falls. We had a drunk guy. This is the hilarious thing. Yesterday on the last tour, he actually asked me if this monument on the island was erected in this guy's honor. I told him, that's pretty funny, buddy, but it's a family tour. We can say things, but it was created for Carl Fisher. He's the guy that had the idea of creating these islands. Now this mansion was completed a few months ago. Really unique in a couple of ways. It was constructed on top of a 10,000-gallon aquarium. So basically there's a mini ocean underneath that has plexiglass floors throughout the first floor. It even has a little... So Don Johnson from Miami Vice used to own this mansion here. You might remember that show from the 1980s. When they stopped filming episodes, he did not want to run out of money, so he sold it to Elizabeth Taylor, the housekeeper. If you're wondering why we called her the housekeeper, it's pretty simple. Every time she got divorced, she got to keep the house. This one was her 8th one, and I loved Elizabeth Taylor, so I always say rest in peace, Elizabeth Taylor. Directly to the right, what happened was the Miami Heat traded him off. Right after that, his wife traded him off. She got to keep the mansion, the exotic cars. She even got to keep her favorite personal trainer. Go, Shawty. Vacation home of the 15 he owns around the world. He was actually out here this morning, right there in the middle of his yard, waving at us. I will. Hey, Will. And I just noticed on the last trip, if you look closely, you can see on the grass, you can see he left his fresh prints. That's him, not me. He wrote that one. All ages and races, real sweet faces, every different nation. David and Victoria Beckham's custom-built home here They actually own both of these yachts right there. The smaller one is a custom design go fast yacht. It goes very fast. So Gloria and Emilio Estefan, they have been happily married since the 1980s, still happily married today. And people ask me all the time, Manny, what's the secret to their successful marriage? It's pretty simple, you guys. You see how there's two homes? She lives on the right, he lives on the left. It works. I'm just kidding, you guys. One of the writers of the recording studio, they live in the house on the left. Uh-oh, we just saw some dolphins. Alert, alert. Keep on looking over here on the right. That's what these people are stopped here for also. So just keep on looking at the surface of the water. They come up for air and they go back down. What? Sometimes they get scared with the noise of our engines, but hopefully not this time. Thank you. See him? Yeah, we're right back at that boat over here. See if I can see him. Now they're sort of swimming towards us now. Just keep on watching. Hopefully they'll come back out. All right, you guys, it looks like we might have scared them with the noise of the engines. Did anybody get to see them? You guys, okay. So now it converts into a dolphin tour, so it'll be $10 more per person. All right, you guys, so we're going to pick up speed and going up to the others. Remember, we get a little wet. Please remember, remain seated. You guys have been really awesome. When you come back into the Bay Area, I'm going to go around and take photos of you guys while we're going fast with your own cameras and phones. You'll love these photos. Let's go. right, if you guys had a good time, make some noise!
El guanajo.
You guys rock. The tallest building in the state of Florida, right here in Bayside. It's going to make these buildings look really small, and it's not going to be residence or office space. It's just going to be an observation tower. It's a beautiful design. It's going to have a restaurant, a couple of bars, and ascending amusement ride. Really cool stuff. You can check it out on the internet at skyrisemiami.com, and it's due to be completed in 4 years. Really exciting and really beautiful. Also, just a couple of reminders, please remain seated until we're completely done.
Yeah, I'm new to the game, but y'all might wanna say you whack raps, they like saving time. I can dance all me, I don't choose step. Y'all looking at something like a true girl. A girl told me that a man that can dance might could possibly get down with a tool in his pan. Now I'm a ladies, let me see it vibrate. And when it's over, you ain't gon' need your bow. Cause I'm a pro, make you bend your back low and look out the real fast, just like the purple like the back it up, make it back it up. Girl, wobble it, and I'ma gobble it. Say you moving your head, wobble it.
Ok, acuérdense, si te gustó, suscríbete, please. Para que veas cómo se goza aquí en Miami. Miami's fun.
Qué bello está esto, Hard Rock. Aquí en Bayside, celebrando mi cumpleaños.
Check it out, you guys. I just noticed that cruise ship right there that's directly to our right that's heading out is the largest cruise ship in the world right now. That's Symphony of the Seas, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. Symphony of the Seas actually has 4 engines. 4 engines. And the crazy part about that is since it has 4 engines, it has 4 propellers, and all 4 propellers come in at a total price of $60 million just for the propellers.